Practical effects, man. I love seeing a little puppet walk
M. Night
across the screen.
Shyamalan,
Yeah,
what a
I worked with
guy.
him.
What?
Yeah, I worked with him on the movie Trap. They cut out my scenes. And his office, I'm going to say his office because I didn't hear directly from him, but they were so kind about cutting out the scenes. Like, they don't have to tell you. And they called beforehand and they were just like, I just want to let you know. It just like, it affected the way the movie went. Like, my scene was too early into the movie with too graphic of a death. So Josh Hartnett kills me in this really gross way. He smashes my face into a cash register and then he like hangs me in like a mannequin like this.
My God.
And it's just too, because he does way more violent things like later, and it kind of like kills the momentum of
I
the.
see.
So they took out my scenes, and I had to go back to do extra days on that and stuff too. And he is the epitome of a director who's
M.
like
Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan made us do like 1 million takes. Like, I've never seen someone use film and do that many takes in the same way. It's like, he's a perfectionist. He's like, it has to be like this. This is my vision. When you flick on the light, like he was telling Josh, like you flick on the light, and Josh Hartnett, when you flick on the light, it's like, it has to be a half second faster than that.
Okay.
And then walk. And he would make him do it like 17 times. And I was like, whoa. I always heard about this type of director, but I've only ever worked with directors who were on a budget, had to get it done.
Right.
Not perfection. Like,
They're
everyone's
like, good enough. Let's move on.
Jacob.
Yeah,
This was like Jacob.
Tierney, yeah.
Like, that's Letterkenny all over. Is we had $80 and a can of pop, and it was like, okay, first season, let's
Yeah.
go.
Like, moving on. I guess you said the words kind of, so
Maybe?
I guess we got
Yeah,
it.
this was the It was crazy.
That's cool.
And he'd come in because he wrote it as well. So he comes in, he's like taking away one word at a time. He's like, can you try it with this word instead? So it's like very specific. It was pretty. He's like an artist, man.
Did you like that experience?
I thought it was a lot of work, and I thought it was really like, I couldn't imagine how difficult it would be to be like a number one on his project. But at the same time, if you get an incredible result, you'd be like, like, it just, I love passion.
Yeah.
And I respect it. But also, when you're an actor, you're a lazy baby sometimes.
Uh-huh.
You're like, I've been here 16 hours. Like, I don't want to do it again. But at the same time, it's acting. Like, it's the best job in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what a bullshit gig, ultimately.
Yeah, so if somebody really
enjoy
cares about it and wants to and it's his money.
And also, I love when a director is like really trying to get the best thing out of you, so that you're not going to make a fool of yourself, or at least we're covering all the bases. It's so hard. Like, I've thought about this so many times. Driving home from set is often when I do my best work. I'm in the car redoing the scene and I'm like, oh, that was brilliant. If I had just
I could have done it better. I mean? Yeah. Had I made that choice. But in reality, it's so funny, on the other side of the camera, they catch a completely different performance, right?
God, I guess. But sometimes this is how I feel about, I don't want to deviate too. So Trapped, Josh Hartnett.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was cool. I mean,
I'm sorry that your scenes got cut.
Hey, it's all right. It happens. It's actually the first time it's ever happened to me. So I was pretty stoked that it finally happened.
It's very common, of course.
Oh, and I was in a movie with Brie Larson where she did like a bunch of scenes and they took out her entire plot line.
Oh, man.
Like, they just removed, but she still gets like residual checks. It was Glass Castle or something like that.
Oh, I love that
so
book.
she was like in it, like a few like scenes with her, and it was like a separate character, and they removed her, but she's still like credited on it and stuff. It's so weird. Such a weird job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going back to kind of like on your way home from a set. I was thinking about this with auditions. I've kind of started doing this thing where I will record and prep the audition one day, like really as if I'm like filming it, and then I put it away and I don't send it, and then in the morning the next day, after I've slept on the work I've done and watched it, I do like another pass, and then I send one take from each day.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's a lot of extra work.
If I have time to do it, if it feels like important enough, and they always are important enough, but sometimes you're like, I really am right for this, or I feel really like I love this story, or I love this character, and I want to put my best foot forward.
I actually love that you do that, because I feel like that's something that's really missing from my work right now, is like, I kind of always leave my auditions to the last minute, and then I feel kind of 70% prepared for them. And then I end up sending something that I'm like, you know what? I'm as good as
I know.
I can do what I can do, and if they like me, they like me. Maybe I didn't get the words perfect,
but there's truth to that. Like, I think in the first round, you are because the way auditions work, for anyone listening who doesn't know, it's like you get a self tape, and this is like they've cast a very wide net,
and yet still very narrow. I know it's wide. It feels wide. Not as wide as you think.
Maybe not as wide as you think.
Not as wide as you think. We're very fortunate that we even get these auditions.
True. I guess that,
Even
that's a great perspective.
Even the first round.
For sure. No, and And it's an opportunity, and that's, to get an opportunity is like, it sounds so like up my own ass, but like it's such a blessing. But
and not to correct you about the net wideness, I just wanted
no, but you're
them
right.
to
No,
know
but
that
that's yeah. But I just mean it's the first round, so they are seeing a lot more people, and they'll narrow it down. So there is this instinct to be like, if they like my vibe and they can actually see me in the role, if I'm not doing a perfect audition the first time, they will be like, okay, can you do a callback and give a bit of a redirect, and then you'll get more specific. But I agree with you. It's a bit like, why not just fully go for it the first time and give yourself a true opportunity? I don't want to be jaded. And it's hard not to become a bit jaded when you're taping so much.
Yeah,
and again, hey, what a blessing to be taping at all. But yeah, it's hard. So I would implore you, because often I will send the first day's takes, and those are the ones that I use, but it gives my brain a bit of an opportunity to like sink into the work in a way that feels like I'm actually connected to the art of what I'm trying to do.
Well, that's the craziest thing, is auditions don't feel like art. They feel like
commerce.
They feel like commerce. They feel like an interview.
Yeah.
It feels like you're trying to get a job rather than like doing the work. Like when you're on set, you can do all sorts of things and have fun, and you can like, you really get to know the characters and the world. Like the difference between a set and an audition could not be further apart from the reality of the job versus the audition for the interview for the job. It's like it's like interviewing somebody to become like a CA, like an accountant, and being like, go to the grocery store and like pick out all of your favorite foods, like pick out like and then bring me the receipt at the end, and let's see if you picked good numbers. It's like it has nothing fucking to do with it at all, but like they get to see you and they kind of have an opinion about you. And like you kind of know numbers.
And every set is so different, and depending on who the actors are you're working with. I don't know if I've again told this story before, but I shot a movie with Peter Dinklage, and we had quite a few scenes together.
American Woman?
American Dreamer.
American Dreamer.
It's called.
American Woman's a song.
It's a great song. Classic
American Dreamer!
And Shirley MacLaine was in it as well, which was very cool. And I got to work with her. But I'd come from shooting a season of Letterkenny, which is all pace, all timing, joke, punchline, setup. It's pace. That show is pace, period. Period. So I get to the set, and I'm kind of like in the Letterkenny framework as far as like how to prep the scene and be on set. And we're like sitting down and talking, and I was like, okay, yeah. So I was like, I don't know, do you want to like run it? Or I was thinking for this scene, because it is a comedic movie and our scenes were comedic. So I was kind of trying to like talk to him about the setup of like what it is. And he's like he's quite a serious
He's an actor. I could tell for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He has a theater background, of course.
He looks like a theater guy. Like he's got that like.
Yeah. And he looked at me and he went, let's maybe just focus on listening to each other, and we'll see what comes up. And I went, fuck. Right.